What is up, boys and girls? This is Will. You're watching TrueX MTG, and it has been a long time, I know, since I posted a video here on YouTube land, but thank you for tuning in and welcome to today's video. It has been a while, like I said. I haven't posted a video probably since before I went on vacation. Yeah, I think I posted one video before I went on vacation back in September of this year. So about 2 months at this point since the last time I put anything up on YouTube. Been focusing a bit more, or I should say entirely more, on my Twitch content, which if you haven't followed my stream, definitely check out the link below. See you for the live streams Wednesdays and Thursday nights, as well as Saturday afternoons. But wanted to get back into the YouTube game. It has been a long time. A lot of things have changed in the Magic world, in the universe of Magic the Gathering, and as you can see, we are not playing Arena per usual. In fact, we are playing Magic Online because, in case you have been living under a rock and missed the brand new news, Wizards of the Coast announced Pioneer, which is like a new postmodern format going back from now until Return to Ravnica and then everything moving forward. So non-rotating, brand new format for Magic the Gathering. Going to be playable on Magic Online, as you can see, and then competitive tabletop events like GPs and Mythic Championships. So we wanted to explore this format because it is actually a blast. We've played it a few times here on the stream over on Twitch, so checked it out a bit. I've run a few leagues in it. Had not so great success at first, and then started to find more success once we start playing decks more in our wheelhouse, and that is exactly what we're doing here tonight. This is a deck very near and dear to my heart. It is Mono Black. My first standard deck ever was in Mono Black. Was a Mono Black Devotion deck. This is not a Devotion deck, but still in the same vein. We are playing nothing but swamps, mutavaults, and bunch of aggressive creatures. Thoughtseize. Very excited. Let me just bring up the card viewer. There we go. There's the preview. Okay, so now y'all can see it's a little bit easier. Fortunately, we do have to do this on Magic Online, which has the worst UI in the universe, even still in 2019. But that's okay. So here's the deal. Here's what we are playing. This is Mono Black Aggro. Now, I mentioned playing Mono Black back in the day. That's Mono Black Devotion. It was more of a control deck with like some really powerful cards like Pack Rat and Great Merchant of Asphodel to close out the game. But in this version, which just recently won the most, won the most recent Magic Online PTQ in the hands of a player whose username escapes me at the moment, but basically this is an aggressive deck. We are running tons of 1-drops, as you can see, like Bloodsoaked Champion, Knight of the Ebon Legion, Night Market Lookout, and then backing that up with some other aggressive threats like Scrap Heap Scrounger, Murder Strider's powerful removal spell and creature, and then Rankle as our tippity top end. We are also running probably the best card in the format in the form of Thoughtseize. If y'all recall, this thing basically just strips anything from your opponent's hand for price of 1 mana and 2 life on turn 1. Pretty sweet. And then, of course, we are also playing the ever controversial Smuggler's Copter. Now, this card was banned during its time in Standard. It is a really powerful card. It's actually seen a ton of play already in basically every single aggressive deck. If you're playing an aggressive deck and you're not playing Smuggler's Copter, that's probably wrong, because I've seen it as a 4X in basically every aggro deck that's done well in tournaments thus far. But we are playing Smuggler's Copter in conjunction with this little guy, Night Market Lookout, because they work really well together. So Night Market Lookout's a 1 mana, 1/1. Not that impressive, but whenever it becomes tapped, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. So whenever you crew the Copter with the Night Market Lookout, Smuggler's Copter's not showing up on the preview for some reason. There it is. So you tap the creature, Night Market Lookout pings them, and then you get attacked for another 3 damage. So it's instant 4 damage effectively, assuming your opponent can't block. But it kind of goes really nicely with the Copter, which is why we're playing it over some other types of cards, like maybe like more Gutter Bones or things like that. So this is a sweet one. I'm really excited to play it. Haven't gotten a chance to play any Mono Black deck since we started playing Pioneer Leagues on Magic Online, so we're going to jump right in. I don't know if we're going to be able to complete a full league. I'm going to jump into one, and we're going to see how long we go. Hopefully, we can get all 5 matches within an hour. Not super likely on Magic Online. It is a lot slower than Magic Arena, so we're going to do our best. Going to try and keep it within that hour mark if possible. But moving on to the sideboard before we get started, we got Duress as a 4 of, Kite Sail Freeboots, another creature that sort of targets your opponent's hand, so Rand Disruption there. Dog is barking. The Noxious Grasp, as a great green removal spells. A lot of powerful green decks in the format. Between like Simic Aggro and mono green Devotion or Ramp. Ruin Raider is a nice card as it's like an aggressive threat that also draws you extra cards as you go, so it's powerful in formats where you need to, or not formats, in games where you need to grind, so that's a nice one. Then you also have Kalidas, which is good against graveyard decks, as well as just being a powerful mid-range threat that can get bigger and get you life, so it's pretty useful there. So good in kind of both graveyard matchups as well as sort of aggressive matchups. And then Disfigure, another anti-aggro card, 1 mana, -2/2, sort of like, I don't know, as close as black can get to a straight up lightning bolt. But yeah, so this is mono black aggro. We are going to jump right into the queue. As always, if you enjoy the content I make on this channel, on Twitch, wherever, if you want to support me, definitely hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and we'll see you in the games. All right, here we are for round number 1. Let's jump right in. Hopefully our opponent joins as well. There we go. I'm going to throw the card viewer just above my head here so y'all can check that out. I know it's super hard to see kind of cards when you're on Magic Online as opposed to Arena, so hopefully that works for you. We lost the die roll, as is tradition, so here we are up against the Blazing KFC. Sounds good to me. Let's do this thing. Hopefully we get a nice aggressive start. Can I adjust my lighting just a little bit here? There we go. Beautiful. Well, maybe just a little more. Too bright. There we go. All right, what do you think about this hand? Well, we have aggressive creature into Smuggler's Copter. We also have a Thoughtseize and a Fatal Push. I'm liking this hand. Let's definitely keep it. Double Copter is a little bit redundant, but what are you going to do? Elvish Mystic. Okay, so let's pass through our turn. Thinking we probably want to either Fatal Push this Elvish Mystic or Thoughtseize, whatever that's out of their hand. We also could just fire up a threat like Bloodsoaked Champion or Night Market Lookout to start getting the beat down in. I don't know what's going to be better, so I'm just going to go for Night Market Lookout here first because it goes better with the Copter. Although technically the Copter's probably not going to be attacking. I think this guess Summoning Signals comes into play in the first turn. Pretty sure. So in that case, let us go ahead and fire up Bloodsoaked Champion. I don't know if we want to Fatal Push the Elf quite yet. We're not exactly sure what we're up against. Don't know what 3-drops they could have, and I think I'd rather just get on the board if possible. Steel of Champion. Well, that's a good one. All right. So we're going to be taking a bit of damage here, unfortunately. In that case, I might hold up Fatal Push as a way to... Maybe I'll like throw down Night Market Lookout and then block and then kill something. It's kind of 2-for-1 on myself, though. Maybe we would just rather Thoughtseize was in their hand and then play Night Market Lookout, or maybe we go for a Copter and just... not attack. That seems like the most passive play. Doesn't really advance our board that too well. We're not really on the aggressive plan here, it seems like. We're definitely on the defensive, unfortunately. Opponent's probably on the Simic Stompy deck or maybe just mono green. If this is the case, I think I'm probably going to go for... You know what? I'm still going to play the Copter, I think. It's probably just our best play. I don't think the play of... trying to beat this, I don't know, trying to like kill my own creature just to kill their creature seems kind of rough, but we'll see what happens here. We can't block, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wait no. Well, let's crew. Definitely just gonna crew and kill this Elvish Mystic. I think they forgot I could do that. So yeah, let's loot here, because it also loots on the block. I'm gonna pitch a land. We'll eat the elf for free, which is pretty nice. And they got another Elvish Mystic. Okay. So it could have been worse for us. Play land. I guess I'll go Night Market Lookout. Let's go ahead and... So we could get an extra point damage in if we wanted, but I think what we're going to do is block and then Fatal Push again. So let's crew with the Bloodsoaked Champion since it can't block. And then what I want is also want to Thoughtseize this turn. Make sure they can't play like Nissa on their next turn when they play land or something like that. So let's go to tax. We shall loot. I probably should have played this Castle Locked instead of that swamp. That's okay. Yes. All right, discard Castle Lochthwain. They seemingly can't block unless they have like a bounce spell or something. They could be playing like the Brazen Borrower or something like that. Okay, nothing there. Just gonna go ahead and push this guy here. Or actually, no, we're gonna Thoughtseize, and then we're gonna push. That was the plan. That's right. Gotta remember my own game plans here. Stubborn Denial. Wow, very nice. Okay, fair enough. Fortunately, we don't lose the life. Although, hold on a second. That was actually not very smart. Can't be blocked with creature power 2 or less. Anyway, this plan was not going to work out. So I forgot about Steel Leaf Champion's ability. Well, in that case, let's just Fatal Push the elf here. In that case, we definitely should have tapped and attacked. Whatever. Might be. That line was doomed from the start. All right, we're taking 5 here, unfortunately. We need a removal spell for this 5/4. We have Murderous Rider in our deck, so that could be a thing. Night Ebb Legion is okay. Okay, well, let's crew. Always yield. Yes, always yield. Attack all. Yes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually, what we could do is we could pitch Scrappy Scoundrel, but there's no creatures in our yard, so let's just pitch this Copter, I guess. Put him down to 11. Not the Ebon Legion. Scrappy Scrounger. Pass it back. Get the counter there. So unless they have a pretty good play here, we should be able... They might not be able to attack. We'll see. Looks like they're probably going to, though. Yeah, we're down to 6. Unfortunately. They did have a Nissa, otherwise they would have played it. Gigantosaurus. I mean, we can chump that forever, but it's still pretty insane. Although can we? Like, sort of? Okay, well, let's go ahead and crew here. Gigantosaurus is not a card I expected. Yes. I guess we'll go ahead and pitch Fatal Push. Doesn't really do anything on this board here. All my creatures can't block. All right, I suppose we pass it back now, because what we want to do is give this thing Death Touch to kill something, so let's pass. We're gonna have to trade with the Gigantosaurus if possible. If they can kill the knight, we are dead, but nothing we're gonna be able to do there lets us live, and we're trying to win the game as fast as possible. It's definitely a close one. The fact that I kind of misplayed earlier in the game, forgetting about this ability, for some reason I thought it was just like a vanilla 5/4, but I haven't played against Steel Leaf Champion in a while, so let's see what they can put together here. Yorvo, huh? Okay. That's not too bad. I don't think they can attack, though. If they attack with 2 creatures, they're for sure dead. And actually, if they don't, even if they don't, I think they're dead on board anyway now. Because they have... No, they're not dead on board. Never mind. They'll have enough blockers. If I had played another threat, that might have made them dead on board. So I probably should have just play these 2 things and then just chumped here instead of trying to trade with it. And then that way we would have for sure had lethal. Okay, no attacks is good. Definitely like to see that. Mina Vault. Let's go ahead and crew. Yeah, they can block all of our creatures on the ground. So let's just get in with the Copter. We will loot. right, discard a Blood Soaked. All right, and then I'm going to bring one back. I think this goes to the battlefield, right? Yeah. So let's do that. And then we have enough mana to also block with a Mutavault. I'd rather keep at least one blocker that's like not removable, instant speed effectively. Or sorcery speed, I should say. Yeah, we got there. All right, misplay is abound, but we made it work. Noxious Grasp comes in for sure. Other than that, I don't know if we change much. Fatal Push was not at its best. But it does kill their 1-drops at least. I could see wanting some number of Disfigure potentially just to get rid of the elves, although they probably run out of usability pretty quickly. I don't know if I want Thoughtseize, especially if they're playing Stubborn Denials. But then again, I mean, it's the same thing with Noxious Grasp, so that's not really a good reason. I could throw away 1 Gutter Bones, although it does block more effectively than like Bloodsoaked Champion does. I'm trying to think of what we cut here. They are sort of aggressive. Maybe we do just want to cut Thoughtseizes. Maybe it's just not good enough. Hard to say, but let's give it a go with these grasps in the deck. At least we won that one on the draw, so even if we lose this next game, game 3 will be on the play, and that's going to benefit us, I believe. Ooh, this hand is awkward. So we technically can play both of our 2-drops because we have Castle Lockthwain into Mutavault, but then our 3 and 4 could be delayed potentially. I think I'm going to keep it, but it's definitely something I'm probably going to regret in a minute here. I think they can either mulligan maybe. I don't leave my chat up, but that's where I have all the little notes, the little notesy notes up here. Yeah, they mulligan to 6. And play an elf. All right, fair enough. Ooh, Urborg's a good draw. That lets us play a lot of stuff on time, but we're still going to play... Although, if this is a swamp, this should also come into play untapped. But since we have no turn 1 play, I might as well just play it like that. So go. Hopefully they don't go too crazy on me here. Well, Yorvo's a pretty good one. I do have a Noxious Grasp, though. I could fire that off immediately. Maybe that's just the play. We just gotta, like, manage their board more effectively. All right, I'm just gonna pass it back. And then we'll Noxious Grasp their creature. Oh, the Nykthos. Maybe oh, no. I did not expect them to have Nykthos here. Ronos the Indomitable. Well, I'm not gonna be able to do much about that. I'm just gonna have to grasp this now. Veil Summer should be illegal now, since they did ban that recently. There were some bannings, of course, with the new format. We're taking some damage, drawing all of our Castle Lockthwains. I think we still just want to hold up like Murderous Rider. We're weirdly in like kind of a control role here. I don't know if this is the exact correct kind of play, but... All right, Elvish Mystic, that's fine. This Drona still can't attack. Nothing, huh? All right, taking 1. That's fine. All right, pass it back. Well, a little bit awkward here. I can't really play Rankle, have him and have them sacrifice a creature, because obviously they just sack an elf and we lose our Rankle, so I guess we'll go Mutavault. I'm still going to play him, but I think that we're just going to go for the discard plan. Get their last card. Yep. Each player discards a card. Done. And I'm just going to go ahead and pitch this other Castle Lockthwain. Ooh, they had a Galta in their hand. Nice. So that was actually a pretty good hit. They probably would have been able to play that next turn, I think. Pretty close anyway. Once upon a time, gotta pay retail on it at least. They found a Yorvo. Which means they're gonna be able to attack with those Ronos. Taking 6 here. Yeah. Unfortunate. And another Rankles, not ideal draw on the not the most ideal draw in the world. All right, in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and throw down Scrap Heap and then hold up Murder Strider, I guess. So let's attack. Don't think I'm gonna do any of these. Done. And then I'll go ahead and play Scrap Heap. Pass it back. Beginning of combat, I guess I'll Murder Strider wherever they play. So let's Swift End. Oh no, they have a counter or something? Or they're gonna float a bunch of mana? Oh, what they're gonna do is they're gonna pump up one of their creatures. I get it. Or are they? Interesting. So are they gonna like pump up one of their guys? That'd make the most sense. Oh. Okay, they're just gonna attack for 2. Interesting. I feel like I would have pumped there. I forgot about that, the secondary ability. Another Yorvo. Ugh, not what we want to see. Alright, well. Let's swing. I guess. Turn on the stack. Do we start having them draw cards and then they lose a life? Put them down to 10? Don't know if we win the race this way. So each player sacrifices a creature. I'll sacrifice the Scrap Heap's counters. This is never attacking, and we start killing some of their stuff. Copter. Night Market Lookout. So there you go. We're certainly in kind of a tough situation here. I could chump with Mutavault for a turn. I could... I'm trying to think here. Oh god, what's this? Sleep? Okay, I'm not dead. But pretty close. Always yield. I can block with Mutavault. So I'm not dead. Let's see, actually, are they... If they attack with Elf, they're definitely dead. If that's the case... We'd go to 1. They have 1 blocker. I attack with 2 Mutavaults on the ground. I'm automatically taking 4 or 7 in the air. I think they would go to 1. So we don't have quite lethal. That's unfortunate. Yes, that's 4, 7 in the air, then 2, 2, so that's only 9 damage total. Things can get trampled too. Ugh. Well, I don't know if there's any reason to chump yet, but it's only 9. Unless I'm missing something. I guess I probably should have chumped so that their trample doesn't kill me next turn. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I was probably wrong. Another night. Oh, they don't untap. Oh, I forgot about. I didn't read sleep correctly. I did not read sleep correctly. I mean, I can still rankle. All right, let's go to the next game. I think I messed that up in a couple spots, so let's try this again. I don't think we changed too much though. I still think we probably don't want like Thoughtseize or something. Maybe like Kalitas is good over like one of the fatal pushes. Try like this. Kalitas at least kind of blocks a little bit better. You can sack some of your creatures for value, potentially. Oh, man, this hand's super close to being good, but I think it's just no mana. All right, I'll keep this one. We'll pitch one of the Copters. Done. All right. Play Night Market, look out, pass it back. I don't know what's better to play on turn 1 in this instance, because you can attack for 2 potentially on your first turn Bloodsoaked Champion, because you can't crew here. So this is still the same amount of damage either way, but this gets this going faster. I'm assuming they don't block. I imagine they don't chump with Llanowar Elves if they do have it, but they very well might. Although Fatal pushing here is not bad either. I might just push that, actually. Reason being is this prevents them from playing a 3-drop. And we definitely want to slow them down, that because that seems to be their bread and butter. So push your guy. Ah, so they do have maybe multiple? Alright, well, half their hands was Llanowar Elves, that's fine. I'm gonna go for attack here. If they want to trade, I think I'm cool with that. Okay. That's fine. Now we've got Smuggler's Copter, Bloodsoaked, pass it back. I mean, maybe it's better to just like let it slide, but this like constrains their mana more. Ooh, Burning Tree. So now they have 4 mana available still. Yep, you got it. I think they played a land already, so yeah, they're not gonna do much. Oh, they're making the same mistake. Oh, no, they didn't make it this time. All right, smart opponent, smart opponent. My turn. All right, so let's screw. Jam on in. Yes. All right, we'll pitch a Bloodsoaked Champion simply because I can get it back. And then I'm actually going to push the Emissary in the event that they have Nykthos. And they win we win the match. Nice. That must have been pretty bad then. They must have not found any payoffs. All right. On to round number 2. Let's see if we can keep doing well. See you guys in a bit. All right, here we are for round number 2. Let's hope our opponent joins. Perfect. We are on the play this time. Would love to go first. Sand's got lands and spells, basically. Pretty much what we want to see. Let's keep it. Opponent keeps their 7 as well. And we're off to the races. Bloodsoaked Champion down first, I think, simply because it does the most damage early. Next turn we'll go like Scrap Heap or something. Turn 1 Plains. I wonder what that could be up to. Alright, so I'm gonna go for an attack. And let's start on the Copter. If, you know, they play something on the ground that we can't get through, we'll want to start flying over. Priestly Captain. Okay, so they are some sort of white weenie deck, perhaps. Alright, let's go ahead and crew. I'm sure they also have Smuggler's Copter in their deck somewhere. Alright, discard the Blood-Soaked. I'm gonna go ahead and let's get him. We could get him back now if you wanted. I suppose you might as well. Then Knight the Ebon Legion. Say go. Next turn, we can start rankling them. To be fair, though, I don't think we bother blocking here. Certainly, we don't want to lose any of our creatures at the moment. They'll get a 1-1 out of the deal. Precinct Captain's a pretty solid card. Let's see what their follow-up on turn 3 is. Maybe like a Burmaz or something? Consul's Lieutenant. Okay, so that comes a 3-2 for the first strike. You got it. Oh, no, it's when this creature deals combat damage. Okay, and then Kythian. Got it, got it. All right. No problem. Well, that's not ideally what we want to see, but what are you going to do? Their board's getting pretty scary. Most of our creatures can't really block. But I still think we want to attack until we can pump our Knight the Ebon Legion. So let's crew one of the Blood-Soaks. Play Rankle. Bam, bam. Pardon me. Yes, draw a card, discard a card, discard a swamp. So if they sack a creature, they're just going to sack the token, and we're going to sack like a real creature. So I'm just having each player discard a card. Could also make them lose a life and draw a card. That seems fine. So we have plenty of things to discard. We just want to keep filtering, I think. Especially when their life total is this low. Thoughtseize not what we really wanted to draw. Alright, pass it back. Get a counter. So now we have a Knight of the Ebon Legion is a pretty effective blocker, assuming they don't have some sort of Anthem effect here. Like Thalia's Lieutenant. Yeah, you got it. Oh boy. Well, we're taking lots of damage here, potentially. Suppose if they attack, it's not the best for them, though. Bunch of big fatty boom booms. So this creates... I'm trying to think here. So this would create how many blockers? And then Kythian is going to flip. Gets to untap a creature. Brutal, dudes. This is a little rough. Even if we don't block, we're in trouble. I would need to find exactly Night Market Lookout to win here, I think. Although, no, actually... Oh, no, they're not dead. They would need... Yeah, if we had Night Market Lookout, they'd be dead. Okay. Well... I can chump to make one less blocker. I guess. It's not getting through anyway. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. Well, night market lookout off the top still wins. Can't talk right now. Oh, that actually works too. I thought maybe they'd just make another blocker, but the opponent is smart. Opponent is very wise. Mutable, not what we wanted to see, really. Are we just DOB? Are we just Dobbs? I think so. Let's go to the next game. Because this is going to attack them. These things can't block. I have 2 blockers to their, like, millions of damage. Plus, this thing can... I think this thing can attack, probably. Actually, I'm not even sure, but... they normally can. Yeah. 0. Okay. Very well. That was tough. Opponent went bigger than us. Got us in the end. Well, these Noxious Grass should be pretty good. Thoughtseize doesn't come out for sure. Kalitas, I like. Perhaps over... this random Gutter Bones or something. Although Scrappy Scrounger is pretty bad too. Let's see. Maybe just like shave some of these things for some of these disfigures. Could be reasonable. All right, let's try it. Man, throat's killing me, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry. Opponent is sideboarding. Yeah, so basically what we want to do here, I think, is just kill everything on side and then, I don't know, hopefully just have like a single threat we can just keep pecking in with, like a Copter or something. All right, well, this hand's fine, but you're probably going to need some help here to go long at the end of the day. This Bloodstone Champion won't do a whole lot on its own. Still no 1-drop for them. I like that. Alright, let's swing. Get him with the old Bloodstone Champion. And then go Swamp. Scrap Heap. Pass it back. Yep. Alright. Fortunately, we have the Fatal Push at the ready for that thing. You have a follow-up, nice. So yum yum yum. In my tum. Swing for 5. Put him down to 13, so we're on a pretty good clock here. And we have a Rankle. Send it back on over. I'm sure they have something along the lines of like Bremoz in their deck. Let's see what they put down on here on turn for 2 mana, maybe 3. Maybe they put down a couple threats. All right, Precinct Captain. I'm just gonna have 6. Nothing, huh? I like that. Rankle them. Might as well jam on in. We lose a creature, but that's fine. They lose a creature too. In fact, we'll lose 2 creatures, which kind of blows, but what are you gonna do? Yep. Each player discards and sacks. How about that? All right. Send it back. Hopefully Rankle can just finish this one off. Or at least get close to it. In fact, we should have made them lose a life too, because then they'd be lethal next turn. That was a mistake. Whatever. Oh, deck and stone though. Shit. Well, that's problematic. Well, the Murderous Rider killing Precinct Captain is pretty sweet. Probably just do that now. Want to make sure we can get in all the damage we can. They're down to 2 cards. Hopefully they don't have any more first strikers. Seems that they are first strike tribal. Can we close this one out? Gideon, okay. Make it 2-2. It's pretty good. Well, that's lethal. Double swift ends off the top. What are you gonna do? Sometimes you get lucky, folks. Yep. All right. So like I said, Scrappy Scoundrel not at its best in this matchup at all. I almost like Gutter Bones a little bit better, because at least it can block. So maybe we cut another Bloodsoaked champion for that. They are pretty similar. Otherwise, I think everything else is fine. Just gonna see what we can do here. The aggro on aggro matchup seems to favor decks that are more traditionally aggro based, such as white or green or red. Black is certainly probably, well, behind blue, probably the weakest aggro color, I would say. Oh god, this hand is a mana short of being insane. But we have Disfigure and Nightmare Lookout if we drop one Lamb or Copter in. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, y'all. I'm gonna risk it for that biscuit. They got the turn 1 though, and I might want to just Disfigure that. We'll see. Oh no! Oh no! All right, I'm going for Nightmare Lookout. See if they'll chump it or they'll attack into it. Very possible. Man, my throat is killing me. All right, we have an answer to that as is. Smuggler's Copter. Makes sense. Okay. No tax. Makes sense as well. Send it back. Oh, no. Oh, God, we're in trouble. Okay. Well, actually, no. We want to probably wait. Just not finding a land really sucks. Definitely a risky keep. Probably should have just shipped it, but man, if we just drew one land, we were in such a good shape. Castle Ardenvale for the opponent. Banalish Marshall. Let's see what they go for here. Alright, they're attacking everything. Just gonna block. We have Disfigure available, we have Murderous Riders and Noxus Grasp. We just need to find our cards. We're just gonna need to find our lands. There's a land. A little bit too late probably, but alright, let's ship it. They could have braved the elements in their deck, so maybe that's worth just like not waiting until their turn to use instant speed removal spells. This thing gets indestructible, so we can't destroy it. Just gonna go ahead and Disfigure it. Taking 3. And now we just kill everything we see. Seems like a reasonable plan. Smuggler's Copter. No, we wanted to draw. We are in an uphill battle for sure. They're drawing a lot of lands though. Noxious or Banalish. Taking 2, and hopefully they don't follow up with like a Gideon or something. Okay, cool. Land? Nope. Send it back. Oh my goodness, this hand was so close to good. It was so close. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Disfigure. There's that Brave the Elements we were talking about. Kind of a waste in my opinion, but in this scenario, probably would have held it for like a better target, but that's fine. So they did have it, or they just drew it, I guess. Ugh. Yep. Alright, we'll play our Blood-Soaked. We're taking 4 here. We get to throw down Copter and next turn for like 100%, and then... Oh god. Well, that's probably... We're probably just dead now. Files of 10 was a pretty savage draw. I think even if we play Copter here, we're just dead on board. Yeah. Alright, well. Don't keep Wildlanders on the... Even if you're on the draw. Lesson learned. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys in round number 3. Alright, joining match. Round number 3, let's do it. Hopefully our opponent joins. Oh. There we go. Alright. Won the die roll. Keep it. Solid curve. Just gotta make it... I don't know, make it work this time around. Opponent goes God of the Shrine untapped. Stitcher Supplier. Alright, well, they're definitely gonna probably play... they're Rally the Ancestors. Okay. We probably don't want to fill their yard too much, so I'm gonna go... Meat Vault, Copter, send it back. Let's just fly over. No reason to rush. I mean, we do want to rush as much as possible, but they for sure block. Then we lose a potential crewing captain for our Copter here. Thought I F6'd. Evergreen Tomb also untapped. Opponent kindly paying most of their life for us. Well, Around the Ancestors is a scary card, so we're definitely gonna... I don't know what we're gonna do. But we're gonna try and go over the top, I suppose. Alright, let's group. Jump on over. Yes, sir. Please loot for me, Mr. Scoot. Guess I'll go ahead and pitch this swamp. I kind of don't want to play Urborg to give them more black sources, but they have enough as is anyway. I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. And I guess I'm going to hold up Murderous Rider. Don't know for what exactly, but presumably they have like a Blood Artist type effect or something they're going to want to put down. Ooh, they're collecting copy deck as well. That makes sense. Zeta Wayfinder. Enter the Revealed. They took a land. So you just gotta hope they don't find Rally of the Ancestors, I guess. Alright. Another Rankle. Not exactly what I wanted to see. But it is a flyer. So whatever. Just got to try and kill them as fast as possible. I'm gonna discard this other... I'm gonna discard Mutavault, actually. Don't need the other one. Alright, let's not make them sack creatures, but certainly... I think we'll do this one. Do both of these, so let's discard something. I'm gonna go ahead and probably discard this Rankle since we can't cast it. It's gonna stink if they play another one, but... This way they're lethal next turn unless they find something. So, send it back. Looks like they pitched a land. They don't have a ton of mana, so they can't necessarily rally for much. They can rally for 2 here, it looks like, though. Which gets them Cutthroat, Stitcher Supplier, and Cruel Celebrant, but they don't have a sack outlet. Well, there's their sack outlet. So now, can they get anything? Can they get anything crazy going? Cutthroat. Do they like collect Court of Calling or anything in their deck? No. Interesting. Okay. Night Market Lookout. Crew Night Market Lookout. Now they're dead to either of these. I don't know what kind of shenanigans they could put together here, but we're gonna hope to get them here. Yep. Okay. So they're gonna sack all their stuff, which I guess does work. Although I probably should just go ahead and... Well, they're gonna be able to get them all in the stack anyway, because they can just do it instant speed. So... It's one less trigger, I suppose. Eh. Doesn't really matter that much, I guess. I just yield to all these. I guess I didn't realize they could do that. I didn't see it at first. So that's gonna fizzle, of course. So they are gonna be at 8. Going down to 2. Yep. Sack a creature. What's that, Bloodstone? We got rid of the Cartel Aristocrat. But they might have a rally here to do it all over again. They don't have a ton of life, to be fair, though. But if they do rally for 2, I think I'm probably not dead, but they're definitely back in the game. So it looks like they have it. Yep. Pretty savage. I don't know if there's anything I can do here. Yeah, whatever. Oh, God. Yeah. So they're gonna sack... Well, they have triple Zulaport, so that's 3 triggers per creature. I think I'm just dead, right? Yeah. Alright, you got it. Not even gonna bother. Well done. Alright, so Kalitas for sure gets in there. We definitely want to be able to steal all their stuff that says rally back. So want all the dresses, all the thought seizes, all the kite sails. Don't think we really need Fatal Push that much. They get all their creatures back anyway. Murder Strider's pretty bad in that same vein. And I suppose we can just pitch one other thing, just one other random threat. Although dress, I mean, all these dresses and kite sails aren't going to be necessarily great, but we want to be able to hit their collected companies too. All right, let's try it. If removal's bad, maybe hand disruption will be okay. We'll see. Yes. All right, keep it. Let's go to Nightmare Legion first. Nightmare could look out as liable to get killed on turn 1, so... or they're liable to have a blocker that they don't mind putting in the yard. Oh, they didn't actually play a Stitcher Supplier. Well, that's not so bad for us, then. Kalitas was a good draw, but we definitely need to find lands. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize, see what they're up to. Maybe they also have Fatal Pushes in their deck, I don't know. Collected Company, they do have a Fatal Push. I don't know what's better. I guess we could take both this turn. So, Company. Duress. Rally. Jam on in. Looks like they're going to forego pushing this turn. Wait for maybe a Smuggler's Copter or something. I mean, that also blocks pretty well. Definitely need to find some lands, but what are you gonna do? All right, go Knight. Go Blood-Soaked. Pass it back. So Plains is down. Concealed Courtyard. Our Godless Shrine might still be in their hand. We know they have at least one more Cartel Aristocrat. Their rally's gone. Their push is still there. Okay, so we know their last 3 cards. They go for Knight of Autumn. Make it a 4-3, I guess? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Land is good. I guess we just swing with the Knight. See what they do. Alright, let's bump. Bump takes 4. Our Knight of the Ebon Legion will grow. Our Knight of the Ebon Legions will grow. Pass him back. Now we just got to find a land for Kalitas. We should be in okay shape from there. All right, there goes the Godless Shrine, and there goes the Aristocrats. So now they have a push in hand and one more unknown. So there's our land. I think I just go Kalitas. Although they can pretty easily just go sack a creature, push it. That's pretty strong. I hadn't considered that. So we might be in trouble here because Kalitas is for sure just going to die. Like maybe it's better just to attack. But I'm going to get a zombie out of the deal. And their other Cartel Aristocrat will die. Alright, so they got one last card in hand. We got a zombie, whatever. Maybe we'll find our other Kalitas, but another Cartel Aristocrat's not what we want to see, that's for sure. Rankle. Rankle going over the top is nice. So let's do that. I think we're going to do all of the above here. Reason being is we'll deal 4 damage, trigger both of these guys. We get their last card. We lose the Night Market Lookout, whatever. And we both get to draw some extra cards, so. And they lose a creature. I'll probably just sack Bloodstone Champion in this instance. Since I can get it back, of course. Drew a Copter. Hopefully they don't find like Collected Company or something. Or another rally. That would, of course, be worst case scenario, especially after the State of Wayfinder. I mean, they don't have any Zulaport Cutthroats, at least. What do we got here? Catacomb Sifter. Okay, sure, yeah, that works. That works. So sacking creature is no longer great. Maybe just have everyone draw, deal some extra damage. I don't really want them to draw into anything, though. And actually, if we put them to 6 next turn, unless they find a Zulaport Cutthroat or something, the Smuggler's Copter should finish the job. So let's just go ahead and attack. The 3/4 is blocking the ground pretty well anyway. All right, get him with our Rankle. I think we just do none of the above. Just deal 3. And then hopefully they don't find... I don't know. Kitesail's also probably bad, so we're just going to throw him down as a 1/2. Hopefully they don't find, of course, like a Zulaport Cutthroat. Or a Collected Company. Or both. Yeah, so Kitesail 3-bearer doesn't really do anything at this point. But we have Lethal in the air. So they're going to go for some scries, trying to find what they need. Let's say they didn't find it exactly. Maybe this last one was what they wanted. Rally of the Ancestors, probably. But then again, they still need like a Zulaport Cutthroat, some sort of Blood Artist effect to get there, I think. Okay, cool. Whew. All right, well, that worked out pretty well. Ripping apart their hand and then just putting pressure in the air was a winning recipe. Kalitis obviously is going to die due to, you know, just them playing Fatal Push and sack outlets, so that's pretty frustrating. I wonder if it'd be better just to have things like, I don't know, Grafdigger's Cage or Leyline of the Void in your sideboard, but I suppose Kalitis being a creature is pretty sweet, or Kalitas. I don't know how to say that word. Someone tell me now in the comments how to properly pronounce that stupid vampire's name. Oh my god. We're presented with basically the same thing as last game, or last round, where we have a one land hand, and if we have cards to cast, and if we draw a single land, in fact, we can cast every card in our hand except for the Smuggler's Copter. If we find a single land, we are in such good shape. Do I learn from my lesson, or do I mulligan, or do I keep this? I guess we try to learn from our lesson, see if we maybe can do a little better. I think this hand's weaker, but because I really would like a Smuggler's Copter over like basically any of these cards, but what are you gonna do? Maybe we'll draw one. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Well, I think we Thoughtseize first. I don't know. I want to see what they're up to. Information's super important. So they have the Cartel Aristocrat, and they have a Collective Company in hand. I think what I do here actually is take Cartel Aristocrat, because I actually can kite sail the Collective Company. I don't know if that's great, simply because the kite sail freebooter can be removed. But this does remove their turn 2 blocker, and we have a Knight of the Ebon Legion available. So I'm gonna go Scrap Heap. Next turn we've got Kite Sail into Knight. Although, why did I play Scrap Heap? They're just gonna play Knight of Autumn and just destroy it. I mean, I suppose the Scrap Heap can come back, but it's better they have the 2-1 on battlefield anyway, I suppose. All right, let's Kite Sail. Okay. Yep. Always yield. Visit your hand. Collective Company. Urborg, whatever. Knight of the Ebon Legion. So there you go. So we know they just have Zulaport Cutthroat. I think like a land. All right, Cutthroat. Bastardback. Nice. Okay, that's a good one. Let's go for an attack and play Kalitas. Pretty sure they don't have a Fatal Push or anything. And then we can start going crazy. And then have a sack outlet. Well, they do have the Fabled Passage, so they might be holding that for the if their last card wasn't a land. I thought it was. Could have sworn it was like a forest. They might have a Fatal Push here. They did not. Okay, so their last card I think is a land. Plus the card they just drew. Cruel Celebrant. That's not going to be too big of a problem. All right, so let's go for Rankle. Play land. I'm not gonna have them sack creatures. I don't want them to get triggers, so we're just gonna go for the discard plan. Although if I do sack, they do sack creature, lose a creature, it does exile and we get a zombie. So yeah, let's just do that. I don't really care if we lose the Night Damned Legion that much. The triggers won't go in the stat because of the exile, of course, so. Yep. Got him! All right, they got us in the first round because they comboed off, but we were able to disrupt their hand with all of our Duresses and Thoughtseize and Kitesail Freebooters and basically get rid of their cards that really matter, because the rest of their creatures kind of suck. So once you get rid of their Rallied Ancestors and their Cocos and stuff, you're in pretty good shape. So I think that worked out pretty much according to plan. And then the Kalitas, of course, kind of closed the game out fairly easily on its own by making it so their creatures don't go to the graveyard and they'll exile. Really messes up their game plan. So cool. Moving on to round 4. Let's see if we can wrap this one up. Thanks, guys. Be right back. All right, here we are. Let's do it. Round number 4 of this league. We are 2-1. On the play again. Like it. Love it. Great hand, I think. We have some 1-drop into Smuggler's Copter into removal plus more threats. So we are in pretty good shape. Let's keep it. All right, Swamp. Blood-soaked. Send it back. And let's see what Trampoline Tails is up to. Ooh, Steam Vent's tapped. So they could be the Phoenix deck that we see a lot. The blue-red Arclight Phoenix deck. Or not Arclight Phoenix. Maybe it's Arclight Phoenix. I can remember the name of it. The Izzet Phoenix deck. With Thing in the Ice and all the cantrips and shocks and stuff. Treasure Cruise. This deck's pretty popular. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is with the Charted Course. There's Arclight Phoenix. So as we suspected. Because of Lock the Lane. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put down our Scrap Heap Scrounger. We'll crew the creature that can't attack yet. Start swinging. Always yield. Yes. I'm gonna pitch a land in this case. All the cards are in our hand are useful. Especially if we want to kill Thing in the Ice. Yep, there it is. Alright, on their end step, we will Fatal Push that. Alright, let's go ahead and... You know what? I could throw down Murderous Rider and just keep getting it for more damage. That might be worth it, but you know what? We'll be a little bit conservative here. And just get in for a 6. They probably have removal, though. Yeah, Lightning Axe seems good. Alright, well, attack for 3. They are down to 4. Send it back. Hopefully they can't fire off a bunch of Phoenixes this turn. But they do have a lot of mana. And it's looking likely they're going to get a couple Phoenixes into play. We'll be able to kill one of them at least. Set them back just a little bit. Wow, 3 Phoenixes. Alright. That's pretty brutal. Don't know if we can beat that. That's super strong. Especially because they just like, killed all of our stuff. Attack for 2. Mutavault. Guess we'll say go. Yeah, there's Cruise. I think Treasure Cruise should be the next card getting banned, but it looks like they're going to keep holding on to Ancestral Recall in the format for some reason. Charted Course. Hit me up. Oh man, Fire Temper? That's sick. Yep, and then here comes another Phoenix. They have lethal. They think they have lethal, but I'm just gonna go ahead and Murderous Rider one of them. We're down to 1. Oh, never mind. They're gonna be conservative. They're just gonna attack for 3 here. I guess because they figured there's no way. Even if I have a Rankle or something, like say I drew a Rankle on the top, they could potentially die if they attack with little creatures. So that's probably a wise play from our opponent here. Thoughtseize, a little too late. Think we're dead. Yeah, let's just go to the next game. They really went off there. All right, well, it's interesting. So we definitely bringing this Kalidas in. It's interesting because a lot of your discard isn't super relevant against this deck because of the fact that they're just so much. It's just like the same cards. Like every card just has draw another card basically. That's all they really care about. So like your discard spells aren't that good. But then again, neither is like your fatal. I mean, your fatal pushes are okay for killing your opponent's like Thing of the Ices and things like that. It's just like it's tough. So I'm gonna cut this couple Thoughtseizes, and then from there, I don't really know. I mean, we could play like Ruin Raider as a way to get additional card advantage. Duress is probably just better straight up than Thoughtseize, simply because we're only really hitting like Rankle, or not Rankle. We're really only going to be hitting things like, what's it called? Like Treasure Cruise maybe is like probably your best card to hit with a discard spell. And we don't really want to lose extra life because they are fairly aggressive. Once they get Phoenixes down, as you saw, they turn the corner super fast in that game. Beyond that, I just don't know. Our sideboard doesn't seem especially well suited to this matchup, as far as I can tell, but let's see if we can give it a go. Well, this hand is absolute stone garbage. I think I have to mulligan. I mean, we could go Duress turn 1, play Mutavault, but then we have to like activate Mutavault just to crew our Smuggler's Copter. I think we get a mulligan this one. Bit of an unfortunate one. I'm gonna keep this because I don't want to continue go down to 5. I'm gonna pitch Rankle since we can't cast that in a million years probably. But this doesn't look good for the home team. Mulligan to 5, obviously bad news bears. We found our land at least, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack for 1. Let's get down the Cop. The old looter scooter. Maybe if they go like Thing of the Ice or something, we'll be in good shape. Because we can just push that, yeah. Push that, play a Night, Crew. Ooh, okay. Yeah, definitely still gonna do the same plan. So let's just do this all we can. Push. I'm gonna go for Night here, simply because it'll grow. Done, right? Yes. All right, I'm gonna pitch this land. I mean, that could bite us in the ass whenever we draw a Rankle next turn or something, but what are you gonna do? Opponent still has like a gazillion cards. We've kind of dumped our hand super fast, so hopefully we can maintain this. Although they're gonna wipe our board, basically. That's super unfortunate. The combination of Lightning Axe plus Fire Temper is busted. Yeah. All right, well, Blood Soaked. Hopefully they don't have like another. Kind of a waste to do the loot there. Probably should have just drawn. But what are you gonna do? Especially because Night Market Lookout represents an additional point of damage every time you crew Smuggler's Copter. Planning. Maybe they're short on mana. No, not that short. Opt. Do they have a way to pitch a Phoenix this turn? Is the question. Looks like the answer is no. Alright, I'm gonna hold that to loot. Just get as for much damage as possible. Yes. Alright, pitch a land. Put another threat down. Send it back. They should be dead. But you never know. They have 4 cards in hand still and 1,000,000 mana. Let's get an F6 for the turn. Do what you will. All right, game 3. So I think our game plan is fine. We just got to get off to a fast start like that again. Fortunately, our mulligan wasn't too punishing and we drew a land right on time. But yeah, it's definitely not going to be as easy when we're on the draw for this one, but I don't think we changed anything necessarily. Again, I don't think discard's that good. That could be, I don't know. To me, that seems like that'd be wrong, but someone, if you're in the comments, let me know if you're like a Phoenix player in Pioneer, for example, let me know if discard's effective against you. My experience is the answer is no, but it also helps me find a Copter in pretty much every game. Looks like they mulligan to 6 at least. All right, they got nothing on turn 1. They're not going to even hold anything up. Smuggler's Copter was a good draw, exactly kind of what we wanted. I'm going to go for Night Market Lookout first. Reason being is even if they play a Thing in the Ice, we're still going to get in some damage, and our Copter is going to go a little further in the next few turns, getting this guy down earlier. Interesting. Okay, well, let's scoot. Jam on in. Okay. So now we got an active Copter with a Night Market Lookout. That's 4 damage every single turn. They aren't able to deal with it. It's a good chance they can deal with it, considering they have so much removal. Lightning Axe, again, plus Fire Temper is super brutal. Thing in the Ice, not really what we wanted to see, but... And triple Rankles, certainly not what we wanted to see. I think I'm still attacking with the Night Market Lookout, although it actually doesn't make a difference. Might as well just crew it. So in this case, let's just go Blood Soaked. Yeah, triple Rankle, not ideal, man, but at least I can discard them. So let's do this. Always yield. Swing 3. Yep. Yes. All right. Pitch a Rankle. We, of course, want this land. And we just have so many Rankles as is. Say go. I mean, the likelihood they can flip this turn is pretty high, I would say. They have 3 mana, 5 cards in hand, Thing on the Ice in play. Flame Sweep. Oh, man, that's nasty. All right, well, this Rankle, I guess, is just going to have to go ahead and kill Thing in the Ice. Although we could just go for Looter Scooter. Nah, let's just Rankle. I will sack my Rankle. Let's just get Thing in the Ice out off the table. Rankle was like a 3 damage Ravenous Chupa, or a flying 3/3 Ravenous Chupacabra, effectively. That died at end of turn. Oh, Phoenix. Okay, you got it. Sure. Land? That works. So now we can do this. Lochthwain. Rankle. Crew. Kind of out of cards here, but what are you gonna do? Yes. Pitch it. All right, let's go ahead and let's have them sack a creature and discard a card. I don't mind sacking Knight of the Ebon Legion here. We get Phoenix on the table. They're down to only 2 cards. They had Leyline of the Void in their sideboard. Thing in the Ice, you got it. Any creature off the top wins. Didn't get there. I could go like this. Let's see. Let's draw a card. Perfect. think we're gonna get there, but we'll see. Opponent must have something. They definitely have like lightning axe or something. So lightning axe, pitch your spell pierce, kill my Rankle. Okay. Makes sense. So there's no way they're flipping Thing That's next turn unless they draw Treasure Cruise off the top. Or if they just like go opt into another opt into like another spell. I don't see what they topped or bottomed. Got him. Woo! All right, we're at 3-1. Moving into round number 5. Let's see if we can wrap this up with a nice 4-1. I was hoping for another trophy, or a trophy. I don't have any trophies, but here we go. See you guys in round number 5. All right, let's do it. We are, of course, on the draw for this one. That's okay. This hand is absolute dumpster fire. I think we can do better, especially on the draw. Maybe not. All right, well. In the dark, I don't really know what to pitch. I guess Scrap Heap and Thoughtseize. How about that? Actually, Fatal Push is probably a better one to throw away. There's a chance Fatal Push does nothing, whereas Thoughtseize is always going to do something. So yeah, that's definitely correct. They might be like Nexus or something. Another Rankles, not what we want to see. I'm guessing they're about to Growth Spiral me here. Oh, no Growth Spiral. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what they're playing. I'm still gonna go on a limb here and say this is what's it called? Nexus, but damn, that Thoughtseize would have been nice because then we could hit their Wilderness Reclamation. Supreme Will. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely some sort of combo deck. Maybe even like Field of the Dead or something. You ain't playing blue green with Supreme Will in your deck unless you're doing something unfair. All right, land number 4. Do we have our Wilderness Reclamation? We do. All right. Nothing I can do about it. Just keep on swinging. For what it's worth, we did mull to 5, so if we lose this game, you know, not the end of the world, but... They didn't want to counter my Bloodsoaked Champion. I guess that makes sense. They probably don't want to counter anything that's not like Thoughtseize or, you know, a card that kills Wilderness Reclamation or something, which, of course, I'm playing mono black, so I have nothing, but can't really interact with enchantments. They're probably just going to go look for Nissa or, I don't know, Tamiyo, whatever they can find. Search for Escanta. Okay, I'm F6ing here. You do what you do, and I'm sure they're going to Nexus here. Yep. God, I hate Nexus of Fate. Such a stupid card. All of, like, the worst card designs in the world happened in the past, like, 2 years of Magic design. They've been trying to push the envelope, but whoever's at the wheel is on crack, it seems like sometimes. Another Wilderness Deck? All right, well, what do you got? What you got for me? Another Nexus? It's not a Nexus, I don't think. Maybe like Sleep? Nope, maybe in this Nexus. Dig Through Time, perhaps? Nope, another Nexus. Oh, this is so unfun to play against. And Dig Through Time. Well, we're gonna let our opponents spin their wheels for a bit. They're down to 1 card. They had Dig Through Time for 2 more, draw another card up to 4. Can they keep going? They have no more cards left in their yard for the search either. So Dig and Search of the Content, kind of a non-bow, I would say. At least it seems that way. I don't know. They're probably fine, but I mean, you certainly probably want to play Day Through Time in your Nexus of Fate deck anyway, because that card's busted. Chart a course. Land, 3 cards still in hand. I mean, I'm F6ing. You do you, man. Or woman. Whoever you are, Typhon, Phantom. They found another Nexus. I mean, they found all 3. They found nearly almost all of the Nexuses and Fates in their deck in their top 20 cards. So, I mean, that's pretty lucky. I'm just going to go on a limb there. Although they did dig, so I guess it's their top 27. Now they're top 34. Plus you shuffle Nexus. My question is, what's their win condition? What is your win con, my friend? Do they have a win con? Tamio, okay. Kind of just gathering information here. I know this is not extremely entertaining to view, I'm sure. But I do want to see what my opponent actually is winning with. So they have Fog, they have Narset in their deck. Azcanta. Plus they are in a clock, so you know they gotta do something here. Nexus. And Nexus. Okay. F6. What is your win con, my friend? What is your win con? I'm not going to concede until you show me a way to actually kill me. Show me a win con. Because at the moment, you're 29 cards. Maybe they have, like, Jace in their deck? Is that the win con for this? Like, they're just going to go down to 1 card in library and do the Labman kill with the Jace? That'd be my guess. I mean, what else are you going to do? So far, I don't see any, like, threats. I don't know if they're playing, like, that bounce card that amasses that a lot of people played back when Nexus was deck in Standard. Azcanta. I'm starting to think that maybe they don't have a win con. Their win con is frustration. I mean, what does Tamio do? You don't have like an actual. I mean, Blast Zone, yeah, pop all my guys, sure. Okay. F6 egg. Okay, they have Thing in the Ice. So that's their win con. They have a Thing in the Ice. And they can get it back fairly easily with Tamio. Do I get another turn? Probably not, I imagine. Well, they're searching, so maybe they didn't find one. There it is. Show me the win con. 18 cards left. They must just have a single Thing in the Ice in their deck. I think that's really all it is. They're down to 14 cards. Actually, they can't mill because they have Nexus of Fate in their deck. So what am I talking about? That's not even a win condition for me. But they do need to display that they're actually going to kill me. Otherwise, I guess time is a thing. What is your purpose here? Just get your Thing in the Ice. I'm going to be stubborn here. I'm going to be stubborn. My opponent deserves to have to click a million times if they're going to play Nexus of Fate in their deck. Lumbering Falls. All right, so they found their Lumbering Falls. That's what they're going to kill me with. All right, you got it. I wanted to see the win condition. So, Fatal Push out. Definitely going to bring in all of our Duresses. Kite Sails in. Oh, they do have Cyclonic Rift, so that's definitely not an absolute perfect win condition. Probably want Ruin Raider. We need 4 cuts. Ooh, what do we cut? Murder is not at its best in this matchup, even though they do have Tamiyo. I think this is more in line with what we want to be doing. I don't think Noxious Grasp is good enough just to bring in if they only have Tamiyo. So, I didn't see anything else other than the Lumbering Falls, which is Hexproof, and the Thing in the Ice, which Noxious Grasp doesn't hit anyway. Alright, I'm going to keep this one. We have a Smuggler's Copter, so it's honestly not that bad. Plus Mutavaults. We now know what they're up to. F6. Alright. Ooh, we could Thoughtseize. Let's get Copter going, though, I think. Pretty positive this will have Summoning Sickness. I'm guessing this is me about to search for Escanta and be very upset that I did not cast that Thoughtseize. F6. Show me the search. Yep. Oh, no search. Interesting. Alright, well, in that case, let us Thoughtseize you. See what you're up to. Do they have a counter? Maybe not. Aha. Very well. Could take Jace, could take Fog. Fog is pretty annoying, but Jace is better. We do have another Thoughtseize, though. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, Thoughtseize your other card. Thoughtseize your Fog out of there. Perfect. Get another option for me. Land into play. All right. And we don't care about the Supreme Wills that much. Or do we, actually, though? Because they can find more stuff for them. So maybe we just hit one of the Supreme Wills. Just like one less thing for them. Not ideal, I suppose, but... Yes. All right, pitch one of the castles since we just have another one anyway. And sink it. Of course, we get a counter on our Knight Legion because we Thoughtseize lost 2 life each of us. And of course, they rip Wilderness Reclamation. Okay, seems good. Nice rip. All right, I'm a little salty about that one, not gonna lie. All right, well, let's go Scrap Heap. Mutavault. Crewing. So we know they have a Fog. We know they have a Supreme Will, and I think maybe one unknown. Okay. I think taking one of the Supreme Will is correct. Doesn't necessarily take them off Supreme Will, but it does limit their ability to go searching for more stuff in the game, like later in the game. I don't know if it's better to just take the fog there and cut them off from preventing damage, but hard to say. Looks like they're gonna fog here. Well, they let me loot for some reason. Well, I guess that was a loot anyway. Ooh, all right, I'm gonna pitch Mutavault here. We have the 4th land for Rankle. Just means we can't attack the Mutavault next turn. So I think they just have Nexus of Fate and a couple unknowns left. They should be able to Nexus this turn, unfortunately. I don't know if it's worth discarding Nexuses since Nexus-Eye, since they just shuffle back in anyway. Seems like kind of a fruitless endeavor. Seems like a pretty easy Nexus turn, but yeah, this is pretty good. It only kills our Scrap Heap though and our Smuggler's Copter, and we can always get Scrap Heap back. The question is, are they blowing shit up or are they Nexusing? Looks like they're gonna blow shit up. Just go Rankle here. I mean, I'm gonna crew. It's gonna die anyway, so what difference does it make? Yep. Alright, well, let's deck. Alright, let's have each player discard a card. I think. Because this will be a 3. Yeah, they'll be dead anyway, so let's just do discard. I don't want to lose any. I don't want to have them draw any extra cards or anything. Or I don't think the extra point matters too much. Can't cast this Rankle anyway. Alright, looks like they probably just pitched Nexus, I imagine. Since nothing went to the yard. Oh, no, they had Lumbering Falls. Okay, so they pitched Lumbering Falls. So I think their last card's a Nexus. In which case, they're likely going to cast it just to get another turn. But it is just another turn. Alright, so Nexus. They have 0 cards. I mean, I'm going to have 6. If they can pull this off, it's pretty crazy. Is search for Escanta? Dig through time. Well, another Nexus here is pretty sweet. And then if they have like search for Escanta or like Tameo or something, they're in great shape. They might be able to pull this off. We might be dead. Dig through time was a pretty absurd draw. That was a pretty absurd draw. Absurd! Thing of the ice? It's not so bad. I guess what I should have done was probably just pumped and played Night Market Lookout. But they're going to block anyway. Yeah. Yep, trigger the stack. Each player discard, each player sacks. I'm going to sack my Night Market Lookout. Alright, pass it back. Last card was Wilderness Reclamation. They'll probably Castle Vantress end step. Search for something. Looks like that Dig Through Time must not have been that great. Especially since they didn't find another Nexus. Why this? Okay, they're scrying now, which means they must have another dig in hand. It's gotta be, right? I mean, if they ripped another dig, that'd be insane. But what are you gonna do? God, that sucks. There's no. Why else would they do that unless they have another dig in hand? Castle Vantress main phase. I mean, I'm gonna F6. If they have it, they have it. Didn't seem like they had it. Fog. Ah. Okay. Alright, F6. No reason to attack. I'll just draw a card end step. Opting. I mean, they're holding on very well for what it's worth. So they must have something. This looks like a Nexus. Yep. Ugh. Alright. You got another turn. Cool. glad we went through all that just for us to win the game in the end. Cool. All right. Well, that was a pretty annoying game. I don't think we changed anything. I'm trying to run it back. This is a close matchup, I feel. I think if we just get the aggressive starts backed by hand disruption, we should be okay. But like you saw, they were just able to kind of draw out of it fairly easily. Day through time is pretty absurd. Wilderness Reclamation plus just all their stuff is pretty insane. Of course, they have access to just actual factual fog now, so the deck is just like kind of supercharged. And worst part, we are on the draw for this one. I don't think we can mulligan a hand like this, but it's not ideal. 4 lands is already more than we really need in most scenarios. So, I don't know. Land number 5, certainly not what we wanted to see. Night Market Lookout's going to get the most damage in early, so we'll go for that first. They're not going to play anything this turn, which is good. Really not drawing what we want. Flooding out this early in the game is not ideal. Alright, trigger Night Market Lookout, gain for 2. Let's Thoughtseize you. Wowza. Alright, well, let's get rid of Wilderness Reclamation, just right off the bat. Don't think there's any good reason to get anything else. So the other hand is this stuff. Blast Zone is pretty ugly. Of course, because they can just pop in next turn, kill all our stuff. Alright. So I think this is their hand. My Magic Online abilities are obviously not at their best. Let's pump. No reason to play out more threats when they can just blow us out pretty easily. Yep. Seems good. They are down to land, though, which is nice. I'm gonna get it for some damage. All right. We have a couple duders on the ground in the form of Mutavaults that can't be interacted with as easily. Thing in the ice. Well, not exactly what we wanted to say, but the old Thop's a good one, though. Probably want to just get that down this turn, so maybe we just attack with one of the Mutavaults. Oh! Cool, Magic Online. Cool. That sucks so much. That's 2 less damage. That's so fucking stupid. Ugh. Ugh. That's so fucking annoying. That's so annoying. Magic Online's so stupid. That's so annoying. That's so frustrating. I bet they have World's Reclamation here too. Oh, Tamiyo, that's not as bad. All right, let's duress you. I didn't see what they got back. Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot about Tamiyo. Oh, we're misplaying like a mofo here. I'm forgetting about all the cards. All right, well. Oh, criminy sakes. Well, really good job. Really good job, you guys. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. So I think they have a fog then. Pretty sure they have fog. I mean, I'm gonna force their hand, I suppose. But that was obviously super bad. We needed to attack Tamiyo first. Really great gameplay, I'm sure. I'm sure this is just thrilling. All right, let's attack Tamiyo. Attack you, attack you. Yeah. 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 It's really adding insult to injury here. Yeah, there's the fog. For sure. Okay. I think they got back a Supreme Will to hand is what happened. Static abilities on Planeswalkers is just, it's horrific design in my opinion. It's just so easy to forget. I've forgotten like Narset, I've forgotten Tamiyo a million times. I don't see what they took, but oh, they didn't find what they were looking for, I don't think. This looks like a Wilderness Wreck. Yeah. All right, well, here come the parade of Nexus of Fates. Well, we tried. Definitely some bad misplays this game. Oh, no Nexus. Couldn't they? Oh, and actually, they only had one land to float, I think. They only had one land to float, so that's not as bad. All right, well, let's see if they have any more fogs. Just gonna take all at them. Yep. Yep. So they had the fog. Not much we can do about that. All right, well, definitely played pretty poorly this game. Obviously. Supreme Will, finding whatever they need to just go off, thinking they ice me. Yeah, played really terribly this game. We don't deserve to win. Oh man, well, I guess I could settle for a 3-2. I think that's still going. I think that's still even. I think that's still going even. Yeah, because they definitely have Nexus here. I could have sworn they had a Nexus of Fate in hand. I'm sure they do. Narset's pretty sick. In fact, that prevents Smuggler's Copter from doing anything. Yeah, there's Nexus. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and concede this one. I think they got it. We got our money back, we got our treasure chest. Well, what are you gonna do? Alright, that was it. That video lasted a bit longer than I kind of wanted to, but just gonna do a quick overview of the deck. This is mono black aggro. I think overall the deck is pretty strong. There are some different interactions you got to be concerned about in the new format with just new cards, things you haven't played in a while, so definitely be considerate of that. Overall, I think the deck was pretty sweet. I don't know if I really change much. The one of Gutterbone seems a little odd. Maybe to want something else in that slot. I could see, you know, just maybe like a Liliana, or just like something to recur more threats more easily. Maybe just better creature call quality overall. Our 1-drops are not the best things in the world. I'm sure there's better cards you could play. I'm thinking maybe some Planeswalkers would be nice. Like the 3-mana Liliana from Eldritch Moon might be nice. But I do think this deck's sweet, so I'm going to leave the deck list in the description down below. Let me know what you think. Again, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know you liked it, and let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. What do you think about the deck? What could be improved? Any other misplays I made? I know I made a lot in this video, so hopefully y'all aren't too cruel to me, but it is what it is. Play the deck for the first time, gonna make some mistakes, but yeah, thanks so much guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.